new STEM challenge for us this week, and that's to build a costume out of cardboard boxes. And I have a few here. I'm going to be using a box about this size and a smaller box about this size. And the other materials I'll be using is the scissors, and I'm going to be using tape. Now you have some choices. You could use duct tape, packing tape. I couldn't find my regular masking tape, but that would be good. Masking tape, and then I have this fancy pink tape. So we're going to be using scissors and tape and cardboard. You could decide to use some pipe cleaners to add some decorations to your costume, so that's an option too. Now you're probably going to want the help of a grown-up because cardboard can be hard to cut and it can be hard to fold. And a tool that I find that's not for children, for your grown-up to help you, is a box cutter. And I'm going to show you how a box cutter can help with folding cardboard. All right, let's get started. I have decided my costume is going to be a puppy dog, and this is going to go on my head. So I'm thinking I'm going to put ears on the sides. I'm going to put a snout on the front with the nose, and maybe I'll use some pipe cleaners for whiskers. So the first step is I'm going to put the ears. And here's how I'm going to do the ears. I'm going to take my smaller box and I'm going to cut it down into smaller pieces. And I'm going to have two pieces about this size. So I would say that's probably about 10 by 5, something like that. 10 by 4, 10 by 4. So I get two rectangles like this, one for each ear. And we give it a pointy tip on this end. And that'll be the tip of our ear. Then you're going to ask a grown-up to help you. And they're going to not cut all the way through, but about halfway through. It's called scoring. So to put one there. The second one goes about there. And the third one goes right about there. And that's going to let you bend your cardboard so you get a nice floppy ear. And we're going to use this part to tape it to the head. So let's go ahead and get started and tape it to the head. Now that I have my two floppy ears, I'm going to go ahead and connect them to my box. So how am I going to do that? I gave a little extra cut right here toward the edge of it. And that's what we're going to use to tape it to the box. I'm going to put it close to the front. And I'm going to use tape to make it stay there. So whenever you tape, a good way to tape is to do it as a plus sign. So I did one tape going across like this, and I did another tape going up and down like that, and that's like a plus sign. Across, and then up and down. So now I have one floppy ear ready to go. Let's get the other one on. Going across, one going up and down, one going across like a plus sign taping. And now I got my two floppy ears. Now it's time to put the snout on the front. So for your snout, you're going to want a piece of cardboard about 12 by 8. Now I got one off the corner, so it's already bendy. If your piece is not bendy already, make sure you ask a grown-up to use a box cutter to put a score or a halfway cut there so you can bend it easily. We're going to want two more of those. I cut right along here about an inch from the edge, and another time right there about an inch from the edge. So in the middle, and then close to the edge, and close to the edge. Now to connect it to the bottom edge, I put a piece of tape here along the edge. And now I'm going to put my cardboard rectangle down here. And I can fold over the tape and press it on to the cardboard. So I connect the bottom part of my snout that way. So now I'm going to turn my box over and put a piece of tape here to tape the top part of the snout. Alright, so I connected my snout to the bottom like that. So now I've got my floppy ears and my snout. And now I'm going to want to cut out 2 holes for the eyes. Now that's a bit tricky. You have to try it on to see how low you want the eye holes to be. And I'm going to use a marker to make a spot so I can remember where to make the hole. First thing, I'm going to put on my costume. Now with my marker, I'm going to make a mark inside my box, right where my eyes are. So I made that line inside because that's where my eyes were. And now I'm going to use that line as a guide and ask a grown-up to use a box cutter to cut 2 eye holes for me. Alright, I'm a grown-up, so I'm going to cut my 2 eye holes. Alright, so there you have it. I got my eye holes. The next thing I'm going to do is put a black dot here for a nose. And I might put some pipe cleaners for whiskers. So I went ahead and used a marker to add some color and a nose. I took 3 pipe cleaners. I cut them in half. I twisted 3 of the halves together. Twist, twist, twist. Poked a hole in the cardboard. And just tuck them right in there. And that's how I got these whiskers. And now my dog costume is complete. Ruff, 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 ruff. Alright, give it a try. Get some cardboard boxes, scissors and tape. If you have them, pipe cleaners. Go ahead, get working on your own cardboard costume. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, ruff.